everyone, this video demonstration is next in our series QuickBooks Online Getting Started is working with the chart of accounts. The chart of accounts is a list of categories that make up your balance sheet and profit and loss statements. Every transaction entered in QuickBooks will post to the accounts list. The thing about the chart of accounts is that they are the backbones of your QuickBooks software. You want to make sure this is set up correctly. Whether you received a chart of accounts list from your accountant or you are the accountant and need to customize for yourself. When you purchased your QuickBooks Online software and started with QuickBooks, they asked you to choose your industry, which in turn, they gave you a generic set of accounts based on your answer. If you recall, I suggested to leave the field blank and select Skip for now to get a very limited chart of accounts. In this demonstration, we will go through how to manage your current chart of accounts, how to add a new account, how to edit an account, how to make an account inactive, how to merge accounts, how to add a sub-account, and last, how to import a batch of accounts. The first step is going to the chart of accounts preferences to make sure the settings are correct. Let's go to the gear icon and choose Account and Settings. Select Advanced from the left-hand side. Choose Chart of Accounts. The Chart of Accounts section allows you to choose whether to enable account numbers. Some companies use them to categorize their finances. If you use them, enable the setting. Then checkmark the Show Account Numbers if you want the account numbers to be shown on reports and transactions. The next area to set up is if you turned on shipping, discount, and tips within the Sales tab in Sales Form Content. To show you where this shows on the sales form, I will take you to my invoice screen. If you chose shipping to be added to your sales form, you will need to assign the correct income account to be associated with that amount. For example, if I enter $200 to be charged for shipping, then it will show on the profit and loss as $200 in whatever account I had chosen. In my case, it's shipping income. This box shows on the bottom of your form before the total invoice amount. I had also chosen discounts to show on my sales form. Choose your discount account associated so that you can track your total discounts given to your customers. The same goes for the tips account. Keep in mind that the tips account will only show on the sales receipts. Choose the income account this should be associated with. Now that the preferences are set up correctly, let's go to our current chart of account list. If you haven't already, click on the gear icon, then click on Chart of Accounts under your company section. This takes you to the Chart of Accounts list page. Let's say you need to inactivate the accounts that QuickBooks imported. You would checkmark the accounts to make inactive, then select Batch Actions, Make Inactive. Type an account name in the Filter by Name field to search for an account. Click the pencil icon to edit multiple chart of account names. Click the printer icon to print a list of your chart of accounts. Click the gear icon to add or remove display columns, change the number of rows, or include inactive accounts. Click View Register to manage transactions for a specific account. Click the drop-down list to connect your bank, edit, make inactive, or run reports. Click the header name to sort by column. As we discussed, you can print the account list by clicking on the print icon, or even better, click on the Run Report in the upper right-hand corner next to the New button. Your account list is shown in report format. Click on the gear icon to change the current display, add or reorder columns, create filters, and customize your report header. Click on the download icon to export to Excel or Google Sheets, or create a PDF. You can click on the printer or envelope icon to print, email, or save as a PDF. One of my favorite things is that you can click on any row in each column and it will bring up that specific account information. You can make any changes that are needed except change the balance. If you need to make any accounts inactive, you will have to do that from the Chart of Accounts list page. Next, we'll talk about adding a new account. To add a new account, click the green New button in the top right-hand corner. Let's create a new account and name it Ask My Accountant. Enter your account type that correlates with your financial statement account type. This account type is called Other Expense. Enter the detail type for example. If you choose the account type Other Expense, QuickBooks will give you a list of options associated with Other Expense. Ours is Other Miscellaneous Expense. This is a required field, and honestly, I'm not sure why this is a required field because I think the account type is more important. Next, enter the name that will show on your financial statements. I will enter Ask My Accountant. This is a required field. Enter the account number you want associated with that account, if applicable. This will also show on financial statements if you had chosen the preference in your account settings. Enter a description if you'd like. I will leave this field blank. This will position the account at the bottom of your profit and loss statement, where it will stand out as a reminder to address or research questionable transactions before processing financials for the month or year. Click Save and Add New to add another account, or Save and Close to return to the Chart of Accounts list. To edit an account, go to your Chart of Accounts list and you locate the account you would like to edit. In this example, the loan payable is a 5-year vehicle loan and should be categorized as a long-term liability instead of a current liability. From the Action menu column, click the drop-down list, choose Edit. Use the Account Type drop-down list to change the type from Other Current Liabilities to Long-Term Liabilities. Change the detail type to Notes Payable and change the name and description to be more specific. Remember to click Save and Close. To make an account inactive, from the Chart of Accounts list, click one time to highlight the account you would like to inactivate. For this example, we will inactivate the miscellaneous account. Click Make Inactive in the Action column drop-down list. An alert will pop up and ask you to confirm. Click Yes. The miscellaneous account will no longer appear in the chart of accounts list. However, the account is technically inactive and will appear on the list when you choose Include Inactive from the gear icon. Now we're going to talk about merging accounts. Merging accounts is helpful if 2 or more accounts are being used for the same types of transactions, and you want to combine the transactions into a single account. Keep in mind that the merge process cannot be undone and is permanent. It is important to confirm that the merge process will not affect the financial statements used to file tax returns. It is advisable to discuss the cleanup of your chart of accounts with your accountant or pro-advisor before merging accounts. In this example, we have 2 accounts being used to track accounting expenses. For the merge to work, the account type and detail type must be the same for accounts you intend to merge. When merging subaccounts, both accounts must be the sub of the same parent account. Highlight the name Accounting and copy the account name. Click the Cancel button in the lower left to return to the Chart of Accounts setting list. Select the account Bookkeeper. Click Edit from the Action column drop-down list. Highlight the name Bookkeeper and paste to replace Bookkeeper with Accounting. Click Save. Next, we're going to talk about subaccounts. Subaccounts are a great way to organize your chart of accounts when used properly. It is important to select subaccounts in all transactions and avoid using the main account. Click New from the Chart of Accounts list. In this example, we will create subaccounts for automobile expenses. The account type is Expenses, the detail type is Auto, and the name is Automobile. Edit Insurance, License, and Service accounts to add automobile expense as the subaccount. Now that we have created a main account for automobile and subaccounts for insurance, license, and service, the chart of accounts will look like this. Lastly, we're going to talk about importing your chart of accounts list. If you would like to import your list, you can click on the arrow on the New button in the right-hand corner. Choose Import. If this is your first time using QuickBooks Import feature, you will need your chart of account on one file and sheet. The top row must have your header title for each column of information so that you can map to your QuickBooks import. Next, choose whether to import a CSV, Excel, or from a Google Sheet. I will demonstrate from the Excel file. If I click into the sample file, I can enter an account number, if applicable, account name, account type, and detail type. If the type and detail type is not spelled exactly like the spelling in QuickBooks, you will get an error. Once your chart of account sheet is completed, save the file. Then browse to choose the file. Click Next in the bottom right-hand corner. Now you will need to map your fields with QuickBooks Online fields. QuickBooks will automatically map the fields for you unless the names don't match or you don't have any information listed in the Details section of the column. Choose Next. Make any changes or additions you may need. Choose Next to accept changes. You will get a message telling you how many accounts successfully imported into QuickBooks Online.